My name's Christina and you're watching Proud Book Lion. And today I'm going to tell you about my experience at BogForum and meeting Adam Silvera. Now, if you follow me on either Twitter or Instagram, you're probably already aware that on the 12th of November 2017, I met Adam Silvera. And that was truly one of the best experiences ever. It was probably the best day of my life so far. And I wanted to talk about my experience and share it with you. So, first off, BogForum is a Danish bookish convention that was held during the 11th to 12th of November in Copenhagen. The reason why I attended the convention was solely for Adam's sake, because I'm Swedish and I speak Swedish. I can speak Danish to a certain extent. I can understand Danish to a certain extent. I am not able to read in Danish, which I think my wallet is pretty happy over, because the convention center was full of books, but I couldn't buy anything because I couldn't read the books because they were in Danish. So I think my wallet is relieved. That's why I actually only attended the convention to meet Adam. So I didn't really do anything else. I'll get into that later. However, I wanted to share the story behind why I actually bought the tickets, because I'm usually one of those people that say perhaps and then I actually don't do anything. So I had seen on Twitter that Adam was actually attending this convention and it was pretty close to me. Copenhagen is a train ride away from me, so I was like, maybe I should try to get myself to that. However, I couldn't attend the first day because I had work, so I was like, I can only attend the other day and I'm not sure. I've never been to a book convention before and I was just really afraid and it felt intimidating and I was just really uncertain. However, I have a messed up sleeping schedule, so Emma from Emma Books and Michael from Michael Book Lion, I'll leave their channels down below. You probably already follow them. If you're not subscribed to them, please go ahead and do that. They were hosting an Instagram live and I love Instagram lives, so I was happily watching them and I asked them about should I buy tickets to see Adam, because I know that they're friends with Adam and they have met him countless times. So it's like, should I? And this was at 3 a.m. because yeah, my sleeping schedule is a mess. Don't yell at me. And they said, yeah, of course you should. So apparently I have zero impulse control at 3 a.m. If you're a seller between 3 to 4 a.m., because it was 4 a.m. when I actually bought the tickets, you call me that time, I'll buy whatever you say. So that's why I bought tickets at 4 a.m. and it's probably one of the best decisions that I have ever made. I know that they say that you shouldn't make decisions after midnight or 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. because they're all bad. If you define 4 a.m. as a new morning, perhaps it doesn't count. I'm not sure. Either way, for me, that's not true, because this was truly one of the best decisions that I've ever made. So let's skip ahead to the actual convention day, which was the 12th of November 2017. It was a Sunday, so first off, it was taking place in Denmark. So I had booked my mom because I bought a ticket for her too, and we took the train to Copenhagen, or actually Ørestad, which is the station before Copenhagen. From there, we took a bus to the convention center. It was really easy to find, weirdly enough. I was surprised, but yeah, the convention center was really, really amazing. It was called Bella Center. I've never been there before, but it was huge. Train ride went really quick. It takes about an hour or so it's not that big of a hassle for me to go to Denmark, even if it's a new country, which I know for a lot of people that aren't Europeans seems a bit weird, but that's just how it is. So when we arrived there, we got a map of the convention center, which was really nice because we were kind of lost. So Mom and I just strolled around the convention center and we looked at a few booths, and like I said, my wallet was very thankful that I couldn't buy any books because there were a lot of cool books. But yeah, we looked around the booth. I got some free swag, which I thought I'd show you. I got this book bag or book tote. It says At läsa är att leva, läs hela livet, and that is in Danish. And in English it would be to read is to live, read all your life. And it's from, I think they're a publisher called Lusbub. I really love the totes. My mom got one too, so I have 2 tote bags. Yeah, my mom not going to keep that one. It's mine. She doesn't have a choice. I'm sorry. Inside of it was a pen and some cool bookmarks. Here we have cold night, large sweater, warm tea, good book, soft socks, and a box of chocolate, which sounds like the perfect night, to be honest. However, I don't really like when it's cold. Or I like when it's cold when I'm inside. And since I have a dog, I usually have to go outside, even if it's cold. And I don't like that. But yeah, I love that bookmark. This one says, a book is a dream you hold in your hands, which I adore. And then I took one from Flamingo, which is another publisher, because those were from Plusbok. And it says, do not disturb, shh, I'm reading, which, I mean, that's my life. So I really like that one as well. And then I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I had a Danish conversation, which was strange because when you're having a conversation in Danish, I'm usually able to understand another person. Like, if you're not aware, Nordic languages, like the Scandinavian ones, we usually understand each other when we're speaking our own language. So I understood what they were talking about, but not like completely. Like, if we say a normal conversation, or like they had panels and I was waiting for Adam's, and then it was a Danish panel and it lasted for about 45 minutes, I would say that I understood about 30 minutes out of that panel. Like, you understand about 70%, I would at least do. So it's not like I'm completely lost. So we're talking about the book that actually sounded pretty cool, and I got a pin for it. Let's see. Here, called Suffer, which was about a girl that was self-harming, if I understood correctly. And they had like the organization for help if you need help if you're self-harming or you just have struggles as a teen, which I thought was really cute. But I mean, I'm living in Sweden, I can't use it, I have no relationship to it, but I really enjoyed having that conversation, even if they probably didn't understand me, and even if I didn't fully understand them. I did like the pin though. On it, it says in Danish, but I understand this. It says, Du är unik och enastående, which means you're unique and unbelievable or amazing, which I really like. Now, Adam's panel was supposed to start at 1 a.m. So Mom and I bought some water and we had brought food, so we ate before the panel, and then we went where the panel was supposed to be held, and we actually got great seats. I'm very thankful for that. So I sat like in the middle. I'll try to insert some pictures, both that Adam took himself, and I'll try to insert a few video clips that I got from the amazing panel. I only got like 3 and I'm not sure about the quality.
And I'm very excited to be here. You know, Denmark is the first publisher, well, my publisher in Denmark here, they're the first publisher to acquire all 3 of my books as like a collective work, and I'm very excited about that, and it's been really great getting to meet a lot of readers this week, and yeah, so I just have 3 books right now, More Happy Than Not, which is published as The Day I Forget here, and Pictures Like Left Me, and They Both Die at the End, which is out this week. Yeah. So yeah, it's exciting.
Thank you.
But yeah, he had a panel, and the interviewer, he had clearly read all of Adam's books, which was really nice, and they talked about everything from the fact that They Both Die at the End is finally getting released in Danish, and how death is an important part about coming out, and how you come out, or if you come out, is affected by the people that you surround yourself with and where you grow up.
You know, like that's a silly thing to suggest, and it's like, please, especially in the South Bronx, you know, but like I'm like so happy being gay today. Like, it's literally one of my favorite things I have going on for myself. But like it was
just amazing conversations, and by the end of the panel, the audience actually got to ask questions, and I'm very surprised, but weirdly enough, or bravely enough, I asked a question, and I asked about online friends, or rather that Rufus and Matteo met through an app, and just how online friendships and how friendship can build through apps, and if he had any, or what he thought about that. And he actually, I'll try to insert a clip, I got like half of his response, but he talked about his newest tattoo, if you have seen it, with the lines representing his friends, and just how amazing online friendship is.
Jasmine Warga, David Arnold, and Saba Tahir, and Nicola Yoon, like these are all friends who we met because we wrote books, but our friendship like strengthened. We all live in different cities. Our friendships became so strong because we've been able to talk to each other on Twitter and on Instagram, and like learn so much about each other's families and everything. And now they're like my best friends. Like literally, like we've gone on vacation, family vacations together. You know, like when I eventually get married, like they will be there. A couple of them will probably be part of the wedding party. You know, and it's like, and this all happened because like we had the internet to sort of like we had social media to support our friendship. Like I can't imagine it would have been the same if we hadn't been able to like email each other, and you know, because we before we all started texting each other, like it was all online. Like our friendship was like very public. Like so yeah, it's very special, and that was one of the things I set out to do with They Both Die at the End, to show that like you can have like a really powerful connection with someone who you probably wouldn't have bumped paths with otherwise, and you know, they're a total stranger to you who you just meet on a phone app, and like and then literally they become your world, you know? And I think that that's really special. And for the longest, like, I avoided online dating because I'm like, no, I want to like bump into a hot guy at the supermarket, you know? Like that's what I want the story to be. But I'm like, no, I would love to tell my children, my grandchildren, like, yeah, I met like your father because of a phone app, and like we would have met otherwise. And look, now we've been married for like 100 years, and
well, that really touched me, and yeah, it was just an amazing panel. After that, he was supposed to be done, but he actually held a bonus signing, so it wasn't on the schedule and it wasn't really planned. Luckily, I had brought my copy of More Happy Than Not, so I actually got that signed, which I'm so very thankful, because he had a signing on the Saturday, but I wasn't able to attend because of work. So I got it signed, and it says, "Christina, so great to meet you. Thank you for the very sweet gift. You're awesome. And then thank you for making the trip out here, Adam." And then he has drawn the smileys. He usually does that, I believe, in his copies of More Happy Than Not. And I'm just very thankful for him signing this book and for the conversation that we got to have. And as he wrote, I gave him a gift. I gave him like a perler beads version of the cover of More Happy Than Not. And he was so very sweet. He actually asked if we could take a picture. So my face with Adam and my gift that I gave to him exist on his Instagram, which I cannot comprehend. I actually got a selfie with him too. I got to speak to him for a couple of extra minutes, and it was just absolutely amazing. And he is so kind. If you ever get the opportunity to meet him, please do so, because it will change your life and it will make your day. Like, it made my day, it made my month, it has made my year, it has made my life. I had not been able to stop thinking about it, and I know that I'm so very privileged to have had the opportunity to meet him, to actually hug him. He's a great hugger. He is a bit tall, but like, I got to hug him and I got to talk to him and I got my copy signed. It was just the best day ever, and I'm so thankful to have met him. And I know that I'm so very privileged to have met him. I know the struggle of being an international reader and to not have any book conventions close to you. That's why I'm very grateful that the Danish Book Convention exists and that I was able to attend it, and that it's so easy to go from Sweden to Denmark. Like, I only need to take the train for an hour and I need to show my passport, but that's pretty much it. And I need to pay for the tickets, of course. But like, it's not that complicated for me, and I know that a lot of authors do not make trips to isolated countries like Denmark or Sweden, but that's why I'm so very thankful that Adam made a trip here by himself. I'm pretty sure he would rather have been at Jawfest, but I'm just so eternally grateful that he did come here and that he had an extra signing, that he talked, that he has written his books, because they have impacted me in ways I did not think books was able to do. And yeah, I'm just so very thankful and grateful to have met him and to have talked to him, and I still can't believe that I have done that, because I've seen him so much online. I've seen his videos, I've seen vlogs of him, I've seen panels held by him online, and I've actually seen one in real life now. I met him, I have talked to him, I have hugged this human that I daily see on Twitter, which is unbelievable. And after the signing, when I went home, we actually had a lovely, I tweeted a picture and he responded so very kindly, and yeah, he has just been an amazing human being since, and he was an amazing human being before. If you haven't noticed, I literally cannot shut up about talking about Adam Silvera. So I actually talked to my English teacher after class yesterday. Today is Tuesday the 14th, yesterday was 13th, Monday, and I talked to my English teacher about meeting Adam and how sweet he was and about his books. And yeah, I kind of convinced my English teacher to buy copies of his books. Not like to read herself, but to actually have classes read his books. So future classes in my school will get to read Adam Silvera's books, which is pretty amazing, and I'm just so overjoyed that more people will have the opportunity to read his books, and that they hopefully will also be able to relate and to be able to feel like they are not alone and to be able to feel like they have something to be proud of, and just to inspire them to take risks and to live their life to the fullest and to be themselves, because that is what Adam has done to me. And it feels weird that I have kind of enabled people, hopefully in my school, from ages 15 to 17 will probably read his books, and I want everybody to read them, and that I have enabled more people to read them by talking to my English teacher, basically just gushing about Adam, is weird and amazing. And I really just want everybody to read his books. So if you have not read Adam's books yet, what are you doing? Like, please do yourself a favor and read his books. If you ever have the possibility to meet Adam, I'm begging you to do it, because I have literally never met a human as caring, as genuinely sweet and adorable and amazing human as Adam. Like, wow. I still can't comprehend, like, the whole experience. It was the best day of my life. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm tearing up, and I'm just so very grateful for everything. For the fact that I got to meet him, for the fact that he has written his books, for the fact that a Danish publisher chose to translate his books, just for the fact that he exists, and for the fact that I'm still existing, and for the fact that his books has enabled me to keep existing, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I'm just so very grateful for everything. The fact that I met him is still something that I cannot fathom, and I will never ever this, and I'll probably never be over it either. So I apologize for all my Adam-induced tweets, Instagram captions, and overall frenzy. It was the experience of a lifetime, and I will cherish it forever. So yeah, have you met any of your favorite authors, or have you gone to a convention before? Please let me know down below. I'd love to talk to you about your experiences. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world to me, and have a great day / night / whatever part it is for you. Bye!